Hey everybody, it's Xeno, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about E3 and predictions, because, my golly, it is close. I'm even cutting it really close on recording this video, because the tournaments start tomorrow, and I just dated this video, but I'm really excited. If you don't already know, I'm going to E3 for the first time this year. It's super exciting. But anyway, we're here for predictions. We're going to get right into those. But, quick disclaimer, they're probably not that good. I have a lot of really safe predictions, but also a few crazy ones, so it'll be a nice mix. I think it'll be a fun time. So just sit back, relax, enjoy it, and yeah, there's totally not anything behind me. So let's take a look at what is already confirmed to be at E3, what's gonna be there, so we can base predictions off of that. So Nintendo recently announced a few games we're going to be able to see at E3, so that would include Pokemon Sword and Shield, Luigi's Mansion 3, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, whatever number it is. I don't want to say it because I've gotten it wrong too many times. And, of course, Link's Awakening, the remake, that one. So out of these four games, we know that Luigi's Mansion and Pokemon Sword and Shield are at least what Nintendo seems to be highlighting at the moment. If you go onto their website and check out the Warp Pipe Pass thing, it's like their Fast Pass for E3. It's hard to explain, but it's like you get to cut in line. It's not that hard to explain. So Nintendo only has Warp Pipe Passes available for Pokemon Sword and Shield and Luigi's Mansion 3, which would make you assume they're their biggest games of E3. However, that's not set in stone, that's just speculation on my part, and I am probably wrong. We also know that Super Mario Maker, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Splatoon 2 will all be making appearances at tournaments. And to what extent there would be new content with that, we don't know. Fire Emblem and Astral Chain also seem like a pretty good bet at the moment, just based off how close they are to release date. So I'm willing to bet we'll see some information on them, so I'm not going to include them in the actual predictions section. And actually, just announced this morning was that Mario and Sonic at the Olympic 2020 Games will also be at E3, and will be shown for the first time, and playable for the first time. So that's a quick roundup of what we currently know will be at E3. Now, I'm probably missing a few things here and there, but that's a basic understanding of what we already know is going to be there. Besides other companies, this is just Nintendo. But yes, there are also a lot of amazing games from other companies, and I encourage you to check them out and watch the conferences, because, oh boy, it is hilarious. Alright, so we have an understanding. It's time to jump into predictions. Here we go. Number 1, Luigi's Mansion 3. Now, I just talked about this actually. I just talked about how it's probably going to be one of Nintendo's highlight games. But I need to put it on here anyway, just because it's such an easy prediction to make. So yeah, I think we're gonna get a huge blowout of this game, learn a lot more about it, and just exactly how it plays. Does it play more like the original? Does it play more like Dark Moon? I don't really know, and I don't really know which one I want, because I really like Dark Moon, but I've never actually played the original, so I don't know what I want out of this game. I just know that I'm gonna like it either way, because it's Luigi's Mansion, and that's amazing. I have one more point to go over on the topic of this prediction. Like I said, I think we're going to need to blow out of the game, learn all kinds of stuff about it. Most about it, actually. We're definitely going to get a release date. And I think the release date might be sooner than you think, because I'm basing this off very weird circumstances. But yes, Luigi's Mansion 3, it actually already has a rating from the ESRB, and I feel like games these days don't get ratings that early on. If Luigi's Mansion is coming out in the holiday, I feel like it wouldn't get a rating this early on. See, we can even compare this to Sword and Shield. Pokemon Sword and Shield, they both have already been given a release date, but they're both still not rated, and it's 6 months out at this point, or something like that. Anyway, I know it's probably baseless conjecture and all that, but I think it might be coming sooner than you think. I think it might be as early as September, maybe. And, yeah, that's Luigi's Mansion 3. Next prediction. So you've probably heard of Retro Studios. They're a second-party developer for Nintendo, and they're based out of Austin, Texas, and they make a lot of good games, like Tropical Freeze and the original Donkey Kong Country Returns, and the Metroid Prime trilogy. So yeah, they have a pretty good track record. Recently, there's been a lot of talk about them. Actually, there was a rumor last year about a game they were making, which was Star Fox Grand Prix, which was a Star Fox racing game, which seems to have just been Starlink DLC that people saw early and thought it was a Star Fox racing game, but it actually wasn't. That's a topic for another day, though. There's a lot of theories and speculation surrounding that project. But anyway, Retro. They were recently put back on development for Metroid Prime 4. As you might know, they scrapped development for it and everything, and now they're working on that. But it's been 5 years since Tropical Freeze, and that's enough time to make a pretty good game. There's been rumors going around that Retro was making a game, and it got canceled, and that might be true. Then again, even if that is true, maybe there was still time for them to make another game. It's really confusing. We have no idea what's been going on, and we've been expecting them at E3 for years now. And I'm gonna expect them again this year because, yeah, if they're making Metroid Prime 4 now, this is the time. If they had a game that they were working on and it's actually going to come out, it's gonna be shown at E3 this year. And there's a little bit more evidence. It's a bit shaky, but for conspiracy theorists as myself, it's pretty good evidence. Reggie Fils-Aimé, you know him, you love him. He is a myth, a man, a legend. And he has a Twitter account now. He actually made one the day he retired, I think. And he's been posting some stuff on there. One was a retirement gift post, and there was a picture from Retro. They had him with Samus and Donkey Kong, and Diddy and Dixie and Metroid 2. I don't know. There was his people on it. And there was one thing that caught people's eye in the corner, because there was a hand. A hand that looked like no character we've seen before. You could say it looked kind of like Federation Force soldiers, but I mean, Retro had nothing to do with Federation Force. So it's very peculiar. Reggie even put the trophy that he got in front of that part of the picture, so you can't make out what it is. I have no idea about this. In my brain, it's telling me, this is it, this is the one, man, it's a new IP, Retro's making it, it's gonna be at E3 this year. And I guess that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm going with my gut on this, and I think, yes, that is the new IP, we're gonna see it at E3 this year. That's the prediction. And you thought Luigi's Mansion was an easy prediction. Smash Bros. Yeah, you know, it's gonna be there, it has to be. It's such a good fit for E3. Building the hype ups, it's yeah. And we even have some rumors going around of what that character might be, and I believe those rumors, I really do. So originally, when I was making the rough outline of what this video was going to be, like the predictions, I put that it was going to be a Microsoft character for Smash, because Microsoft's going to be there, you know, it's a whole industry event and everything, and I thought it was either going to be Master Chief, Minecraft Steve, or Banjo-Kazooie. And based off some recent rumors going around, it's looking like Banjo-Kazooie, which makes a whole lot of sense actually, because he's one of the last legacy characters, as people have said, that really deserves to be in Smash. He was such a big part of the N64 and just bringing gaming into the third dimension in general. He's one of Rare's like mascot characters. Besides Donkey Kong, but Donkey Kong is also a Nintendo mascot character. And he's such a good fit. Like, his art style, everything, it works. And I think that's what's gonna happen. Even though I would rather have Master Chief, because that would just be freaking amazing seeing him with all those Nintendo characters. People have speculated there might be another character revealed at E3, but I'm gonna say I think there's only gonna be one. I don't know why, I just have a weird feeling that there's only going to be one character at E3. So there you go! Animal Crossing for Switch is getting delayed. Now, this is probably the saddest prediction on the list, but I think that it has to be said. There's no concrete evidence for this or anything, but there are a lot of things pointing to it. So, if you look back to September last year, when Isabelle was revealed for Smash, and we had the teaser of Animal Crossing, there was nothing. It was a cinematic saying, expect it next year, it's finally coming, you rabid fans, stop breaking down our doors. And that was it. There was no gameplay or anything, and it's been quite a while since then, over 6 months, and we have seen nothing. Now, what does this mean? Looking back on that direct, we see that Luigi's Mansion was also revealed in that direct. However, it came with a gameplay trailer. And now we're seeing that it is headlining at E3 this year, and there's no trace of Animal Crossing. My real logic for this train of thought actually comes in with the Warp Pipe Pass again, that Fast Pass-like thing that Nintendo is doing for E3. So, you want to put your biggest games on that pass. You want to be able to make sure that the games that people are going to want to play the most have this pass available, so people don't get mad that they're not able to play them. Unless Nintendo is trying to be secretive about what they're going to be showing, I think there's no reason that Animal Crossing wouldn't be on that Warp Pipe Pass. As we've seen over the past few years, Animal Crossing demand is very high, to say the least. And though some people argue that Nintendo just wouldn't have Animal Crossing playable, and that's why it's not on the Warp Pipe Pass, I would say just look at how rabid these fans are and how they want to play this game. I would not show it and not allow them to play it. And again, this is all just my opinion. It could very easily be wrong. We could very easily have Animal Crossing in our hands very soon, and I really hope that that is the case. However, these clues just lead me to this conclusion based off what I personally think might happen. Not saying it's going to, though, so calm down, everybody.